What's up, y'all? This is B&E Sports Talk coming at you for the third time because TikTok doesn't want to work on the 10-minute videos. But anyways, check us out on YouTube. It's B&E Sports Talk. We're coming at you this week with waiver claim pickups for week 3. First guy that we've got on the list this week is the fill-in for Saquon. That's Matt Breida. Okay, he has looked pretty good in the past when he fills in for some of those other guys, so I expect the Saquon injury to last more than what the Giants are sounding like. They said he's a game-time injury a game-time decision this week, but I doubt that. I feel like Saquon's going to be out for another 2 or 3 weeks, so pick up Matt Breida for a little while of a fill-in.
Yeah, and then obviously last night Nick Chubb got hurt. That was a nasty injury. So Jerome Ford is going to have basically an unlimited amount of touches for the time being, and he looked really good last night. So that's waiver wire pick number 1 in my opinion right now. Here's the cat. They also are talking to Kareem Hunt while we're making this video. It would not surprise me at all if he gets signed today, like within the hour. So definitely lock him into your waiver claims as well. I would still pick Jerome Ford over Kareem Hunt. With that being said, I think he's just going to be the main dude, and then Kareem will kind of fill into the same role that he had last season, or the last several seasons for the Browns.
Up next, we've got Josh Kelly. This is a guy that neither Evan or I are very high on, but unfortunately, he's thrusted into a situation where he's going to get a main bulk of those carries and a fair amount of reception looks. So if he's still available on your wire after last week, go ahead and pick him up. It's worth investing in him in the weeks that he does go hard. If he's there, pick him up. Up next,
Zach Moss. He looks pretty good against the Texans defense, which is not good though. So we'll see. I'm taking that effort with a grain of salt. I'm not really convinced that Zach Moss is going to be the guy. I know he is because everyone else is getting hurt and stuff in Indianapolis right now. He's going to get touches, so that's why he's worth the claim. However, I would have all these other guys we just said ahead of Zach Moss, except for Josh Kelly. You don't want Josh Kelly on your team.
Next is Robert Woods. The whole Texans offense had a really good week this week, but out of the 3 receivers, I fully expect that it's going to be Nico Collins and Robert Woods that continue to get the bulk of those looks. I know Tank Dell looked really good as well, but the rookie needs a little more time to fit into that offense. When it comes around, it'll come around nicely. But for right now, that's Robert Woods. So if he's available, go ahead and pick him up. He's got 19 looks over the last couple of weeks, so just keep that in mind.
Yeah, another wide receiver for the Detroit Lions is Josh Reynolds. He's got touchdowns in back-to-back weeks, and he just looks in tune with the offense. And Jared Goff, I think that's going to continue, and he's going to be a solid part of that offense, at least until Jameson Williams comes back, potentially all season, really. That's definitely a guy that belongs on a roster and not on the waiver wire right now.
For sure. The next guy is also coming from that Detroit offense, Sam Laporta. He looked really good out there last week. He was very athletic, he was moving with the ball really well, and he looked like a nice support system for Jared Goff. So if he's available on your wire, pick him up. There's a chance that he can be a tight end 1 for the rest of the season. So at a skinny tight end position, pick him up, give him a shot, and hope for the best.
Yeah, for sure. If he's still on your waiver wire, he needs to get picked up. I know he's rostered in a lot of leagues. Also, on the Lions, once again, is Craig Reynolds. He's going to be getting a solid amount of touches from the David Montgomery injury. Jahmyr Gibbs should, fill that void a good amount. I expect Jahmyr Gibbs' touches to go up significantly. But obviously, he's not going to get 100% of the work. So that other dude is going to be Craig Reynolds getting those touches and potentially the goal line touches and sniping away some touchdowns from Jahmyr Gibbs, unfortunately.
Up next on this list is Tyler Higbee. That's another person that's benefiting from injury with Kupp out. So, as long as Kupp's out, benefit from Tyler Higbee's reception count. He's going to be heavily involved in the passing game, and surprisingly enough, the Rams' offense looks pretty good this year, pretty explosive. Roster Tyler Higbee if he's available. have him as your tight end 1 on most weeks. It should end up working pretty good that way. Next up, Kieran Williams. He looked really, really good this week.
Yeah, he did.
So if you're in PPR leagues, pick that man up big time. He should give you RB2 value with the amount of catches he gets.
Yeah, I mean, he just had an RB1 game this week. Like, he
Yeah.
was going off. I mean, he was probably top 5 in scoring this week.
He was good.
I don't expect that to stop. I mean, maybe not top 5 weekly or anything like that, but like, dude, he could end up being a top 10 running back at the end of the season.
Yeah, just because of the way they're using him, and Matthew Stafford looks comfortable using him too.
Yeah.
Yeah, not worried about him fumbling or losing the ball or anything like that.
Nah, yeah, he looks solid. The last dude that I wrote down was Jalen Warren for Pittsburgh. Last night kind of just showed me that he's the better running back there right now. And maybe he's not better than Najee, but they sure use him better, that's for sure. He gets all the good touches, and he's efficient as hell with the ball in his hand. Lots of catches. That's the guy I want out of the Pittsburgh backfield. And, you know, he's a free agent in a lot of leagues. Didn't get drafted high at all if he did. So that's the value pick. That's a guy that I really think that you can end up plugging into your lineup like next week as a flex or a running back 2/3, whatever, however your league's set up.
Yeah, last guy on my list is Tony Jones. Jamal Williams went down with injury. We're not sure how long he's going to be out. If Tony Jones is available, it's probably 100% likely that he is. Pick him up. He had a bunch of touchdowns last week. I expect the runs to come with it. So for a week, enjoy Tony Jones. After that, Kamara comes back and he'll just kind of fall off. So don't heavily invest a waiver wire pick in him. Just do it if it makes sense for your team for the week. That's all we've got for y'all this week. Next week, we'll come back at you with those waiver wire week 4 picks.
Yeah. All right, guys, take it easy. Good luck tonight.
And don't forget to check out that YouTube page. We need subscribers so we can go live and answer all y'all's questions. And
Yes.
Speaking of questions, ask them in the comment section below. See y'all.